Hello, I'm Richard Patterson and I'd like to welcome you to another science video presented by IPC Irwin and CPD Science. And we're going to look at another component in this episode, and it's the basic switch. So switches come in different types, but they all do one thing: they make and break the circuit. And most common one used in primary and secondary science is the push switch, like so. And it's useful to have a switch that is, you have to hold it down to complete the circuit so that things perhaps don't overheat and will drain batteries. Switches come in different shapes, and we have on this power supply a rotary switch, and on this Irwin power supply, again, there's a rotary switch to choose the potential difference of voltage. But in this episode, we're going to focus on an unusual switch for the students and to many teachers, and it's this one here, which is the two-way or changeover switch. And again, they come in different shapes and sizes, but they basically do the same thing. This one on the red plastic moulding, again, has a toggle, we call a toggle action, but it's still a changeover switch. Current is coming in this connection here, and it's either leaving the switch from this connection or leaving it from that connection there. Now it's clearer to see on this one on the blue plastic moulding. If we move it across to that side, current is coming in the centre and leaving via this port. Move across to there and it leaves via this port. Notice on this switch, as the slider travels across, there will be a point when nothing is connected, and we call this type of switch break before make. So that's really switches covered, but we're going to complete the video by setting you a puzzle, and that's to look at how we can use these switches to solve a problem of domestic wiring in the house. And we call this the staircase problem. You're probably familiar with staircases. They have a switch at the bottom in the hallway and a second switch at the top on the landing. And either switch can be used to put the tall and landing lights on or off. So we'd like you to stop this video in a minute and try it out yourselves. So what do you need? Well, we dispense with our push switch because that won't be needed. You can try it, but I don't suggest you'll get anywhere in solving the problem. You'll need two of these changeover switches, a selection of leads, and a second lamp. So the task is this: use the power supply to connect the two changeover switches and the two lamps so that this switch, which could be in the full bottom of the staircase, can switch these lights on or off, and the second switch, which will be located on the landing, will do the same. Making it harder, we've given you two lamps here, and we want to make sure that in your final circuit, if we remove either of those lamps, the other one stays on. Do be careful that if you're using this type of lamp, the 12-volt one, you do get quite warm. So how did we get it on? Here's a circuit diagram, and you can see that the two lamps are connected in parallel, and the switches are connected with two leads connecting the ports. We'll build it now and see if it works. So I'll start connecting the lamps up first in parallel, and this is, of course, a method that all appliances in a domestic wiring circuit are wired up. So that's the parallel circuit there. We'll take a feed to one side, seven there. And now we need to wire the two-way switches. So this is the bit that people often find quite hard. Wire the two-way switches up, and like so. And we can now take a feed to the lamps from the slider of one. This could be the downstairs switch, and a feed to the slider of the other switch, it could be the landing switch, like so, and then we need to connect our potential difference from the power supply across the air, like so. So let's test the circuit and see if it works. We'll switch on the power supply, and both lights are on. Let's just test this parallel wiring. If we remove one there, the other remains on. And if we remove this one remains on. So let's, again, follow the task, parallel wiring so that it all goes off, the other doesn't. Now let's test the switches. So they're working in a minute. Let's imagine we are at the top of the staircase and we switch the lights off. They both go off. If someone else comes into the house and wants to go up the staircase and then the whole way, the switch works. Again, ascend the staircase and you want to switch the lights off. So again, use that switch and off they go. Third person comes in and is in the hallway, and again the lights go on so they can go up the stairs safely. So that is the staircase switch one problem. And again, we've tried this with students and training physics teachers, and it does cause them to really think about how to wire these switches. So thank you for watching my video. As ever, we've got a QR code which will take you to our website where you can download all our resources. Please sign up and subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our science newsletter.